All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in once again to Dream Championship Wrestling. This is Kasugi Survives, and we have some big news to discuss. Actually, two big pieces of news here. First thing, of course, I want to go back to episode 8. I do want to offer apologies. The attack by CM Punk on Eric Rowan, with the folks that were with CM Punk, they have yet to be identified. I do not know who they were, assuming some AEW offcasts, but I don't know. That is really something that you shouldn't have to see, and I do apologize for that. How that even came to be, and how CM Punk was able to run into the ring and start an actual sanctioned match with Charles Young, again, is something to do with the State Athletic Commission. I had no part in that. I mean, this is my promotion, and I was completely taken aback. So I just wanted to offer apologies on that. It is currently under investigation. Charles Young and Eric Rowan both refused to press charges, but I'm sure that's not the last we're going to hear of CM Punk. But the other big piece of news, and I'm not going to share that with you now. This is a teaser. I implore you, stay with us through the entire episode. At the end of this episode, we are going to have some breaking news. It is going to pertain to the next couple of cards that we're going to have. And guys, I'm telling you, it is big news, really big news. Stay tuned for that. We've had a wild ride here the last couple of months, I can tell you that. And the hideous altercation, the unscheduled match that was somehow sanctioned. We were invaded last month by CM Punk. I don't know what the heck is going on there. Let's hope we just have a smooth card. Let's make some money. Let's continue to build the promotion. We're getting closer and closer to December. And in December, we're going to have something special. We're going to do kind of a year-end review. I'm actually going to have an awards ceremony as well. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. We try to do things a little bit different here. We want to spice it up for you guys. But man, August, that was enough spice for me for a while. So hopefully we stay on the straight and narrow here. If we go over to our merchandise, again with that last event, we sold the heck out of some merchandise, didn't we? So branded snacks, goods. I'm just going to keep them at $3.78. I mean, at some point, we could buy more than 1,000 units of the non-perishable goods. And I think maybe with the amount of money we've been making, that we are now a $1 million company, maybe it's time to go with the DVD Blu-rays. We're doing it. You know what? We're doing it. We've got everything available for the folks. Our expenses are over $100,000 at this point. So with expenses in mind, let's see if we can go sign another piece of talent. All right, free agent-wise, Europe, we have the same thing. Finn Balor, Nick Aldis. Like I said, Nick doesn't move the needle in America. Really, neither does Finn. No Latin America star that is a strong style fighter or wrestler. Japan, we just got someone from Japan due to our scout, but like here's a B strong oh, okay, and Noriaki. We had him on the radar. Actually, we may come back to Noriaki. We did invite Himuro in for our last card, and he was pleasant to work with. We enjoyed Yuki. We'd certainly invite him back. He is a potential signee as well. He's more of a low card guy, which we do need on the roster. We can't have all stars, but he does have popularity nonetheless. So he's a target along with Nakito. And North America, we still have a whole slew of folks, including this jerk right here. Steel Johnson. Good wrestler, strong style, a little bit of popularity. Matt Jackson still floating around out there. Again, he would be an underneath guy. Certainly a potential signing. And then, man, you know what? We might try to sign Matt Jackson, because we need some, and no offense to Matt, some lower level guys, as I mentioned. And Apollo, though, man, his skill set, he's a monster. You know what? Just because of the popularity, actually, well, besides Europe, I mean, he's popular in Japan, popular in Mexico. There we go. All right, one half of the Young Bucks. It's interesting now that we're gaining a little traction. We're becoming kind of a household name in the wrestling world. It seems easy to sign talent now. Now they want to come and be with Dream Championship Wrestling. So, with the signing of Matt Jackson, I believe that is also the final spot that I have in the gym. So at this point, we're going to have to expand. And if we take a quick look here, it would cost me $80,000 to expand. I think we hold 12 at the moment. I mean, is it something that, if I have a negative month earnings-wise, then I have a negative month. It's not going to kill me. Man, I'm just wondering, should I pull the trigger now or just should I wait? You know what, I did expend a lot. I'll wait until next month, but we're not going to have a choice. We're going to have to expand next month. Make sure the ring doctor's paid. Guess now that we have a larger roster, all these things are being used more. So anything that we could possibly have for our talent, we currently have. When we expand up to the next gym size, I don't know if it unlocks everything or if there's still going to be a few things that we can't get. But I mean, I've said it before, the amount of, or the pace with which we've been able to grow and expand in year one is just phenomenal. I'm very happy with the way things are going. Well, and I think it is time to set a card, again, with hopefully we don't have any unforeseen things happen, but we were loaded with merchandise. Everything is caught up. We just signed Matt Jackson. We've got a 12-man roster. We could actually have a 6-match card, which I've never done, but I have a feeling some guys are going to need some time off. And another quick note before we jump in here, Rob Van Dam had the month off last month. We wanted to give him a rest. So who's he going to be defending the title against? Well, you're going to find out in just a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the card is set. Booking is really probably the hardest part of this game. It just, luckily I keep detailed track of what goes on because, you don't want to keep things stale. Sometimes we have a program, as we have with Rhino and Bo Dallas, but, you try to switch it up, and it can just be confusing and difficult, but I try to do the best I can. With that being said, and especially as the talent roster grows, we're going to open the card as we typically do with Bo Dallas, hoping we don't upset Brian Cage, but we wanted to really boost the first matchup, and Brian Cage has some drawing power. Brian Cage at 3-3, Bo Dallas 0-5, and we'll see how that goes. Next up, new signee Matt Jackson. Really I was going to say his official debut, but he is 0-1. He lost to Brian Cage, where he was hospitalized with a severe neck injury. Taking on another new signee, Kachiro Asakawa. He is 1-0 in Dream Championship Wrestling. Then we move on to Eric Redbeard Rowan, the vicious attack last week. Okay, I've got a feed. Somebody's getting the hell beat out of him in the back. It looks like it could be Eric Rowan. I would have liked to have brought CM Punk in. Heck, maybe CM will do what he did last week. He'll attack Bray Wyatt in the back and run out and somehow get a sanctioned match with Eric Rowan. But unless something odd like that happens, Eric Rowan taking on Bray Wyatt. Let's see here. Eric Rowan, 2-2 in Dream Championship Wrestling as a singles. Bray Wyatt just picked up his first win, so he is 1-4. Co-main event, the DFW Heavyweight title. Claudio Castagnoli, the champion. I thought we'd kind of use that as a TV title. So Claudio is going to be defending that on every card. I mean, unless he's really injured, we might give him, the card off. But otherwise, in this match here, he's going to take on Brock Lesnar, coming off a big win against Brian Cage. Brock is 3-1, so this should be a heck of a battle. Claudio 5-0. And then the main event. This was kind of a favor. Title is not on the line, but our World Heavyweight Champion, Rob Van Dam, is going to take on Rhino. Rhino is like the ultimate employee, if you will. I love Rhino. Always gives us a great match. I thought he deserved a chance. If Rhino pulls out the W, then I think we're going to give Rhino a title shot. So here is the card. Hope you guys enjoy. Away we go. think it goes without saying, the best event that we've ever put on in Dream Championship Wrestling. Certainly in terms of average card rating, we're probably going to be, even though it says 94%, I don't think it rounds correctly most of the time, so probably going to be around 95%. We started the night off with Brian Cage getting back on the winning track, 98% evaluation versus Bo Dallas. We then had the debut, if you will, of Matt Jackson, at least in terms of a wrestler on the official roster, taking on newcomer Kichiro Asakawa, who brought his record to 2-0, and those two put on a hell of a show, 100% match evaluation. Then we had Eric Redbeard Rowan coming off of a brutal attack in the locker room by the hands of CM Punk and some yet-to-be named accomplices. We don't know who they were. He took on Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt, 2 in a row. Bray looked very strong again, 92% match eval. Then we had the DFW heavyweight title on the line, / the Dream Television Championship, / the Dream Online Championship. We'll come up with a name eventually, but technically it is DFW. Claudio Castagnoli defends his title, looked solid as usual, keeps his undefeated streak alive, 98% match eval as he defeats Brock Lesnar. We've got like a Bill Goldberg in the making here with Claudio. He can't be stopped. And then in the main event, which maybe in hindsight should have been the co-main, but we were doing great all night. Then Rhino, who is the fans love Rhino. He always gives you a great performance in terms of match evaluation. Wasn't his best performance here, nor was it Rob Van Dam's. It takes two to tango, but Rob Van Dam with a potential title shot on the line for Rhino. Rob Van Dam puts a stop to that. He gets the win over Rhino. And it was a packed house as well, so we're not at a 95%, 94.4. And if memory serves, we don't have anything. Let's see, I've got the records right here, ladies and gentlemen. The greatest card we have ever put on was a 93.5. We've actually done back-to-back 93.4s right before this event. So 94.4, the highest rated card. Fans loved it. Damn right they did. News and notes from the wrestling world. And we really... Beast is the KOG champion now. Hero is the BME heavyweight champion. Tomoki is the ONI heavyweight champion. A lot of heavyweight champions being crowned here. Okay, some quick news and notes. Again, we had expenses of nearly $135,000, but our income was $426,000 for a bottom line profit of $291,000 on the month. We are well in excess, $1.37 million sitting in the bank for Dream Championship Wrestling. I couldn't be happier. We're getting to the point now where we've really got some flexibility in some guys we can sign, some guys we can bring in for one-offs. We do have to increase the gym size, as I noted earlier in this episode. But you know what? We're going to wait till the next episode to do all that. You don't need to see it now. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. As always, if you would be so kind, subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, make some sort of comment, even comment an emoji. That would help us with YouTube and the algorithm and all that stuff that they do, and maybe take Dream Championship Wrestling to the next level. So thanks again, guys, and we'll see you next time. When I said hang on to the end of the video to get this breaking news, I really meant the end of the video. Here we are. Breaking news. You see it on your screen. Over the next 3 months, we are going to be putting on an event like nothing you've ever seen. We really were trying to find a name that would be appropriate for this event. We hired an outside consulting firm, and I told them that back in the day, I liked the name of the old WCW event, the Lethal Lottery. Consulting firm took our money, took weeks, came back to us and said, how about the really lethal lottery? And we said, you're damn right, that's what this is going to be, the really lethal lottery, presented by Dream Championship Wrestling, the Wheel of Dreams. How it's going to work. 8 of the top Dream superstars are going to be randomly placed on a Wheel of Dreams. We're going to spin that wheel the next episode. The first contestant is going to get the very first spot in a tournament. Number 2 is going to be their opponent, so on and so forth until all 8 wrestlers are bracketed. We're going to have that entire tournament on the next card. The 4 winners will then go back on the Wheel of Dreams, back in the really lethal lottery. They will be shuffled again, if you will, and selected for another round of tournament action. Then we will have the championship match on December. The champion is going to earn a shot at the title. I was getting ready to say Rob Van Dam's title. We don't know if Rob will still have it. And here's another interesting note. We are currently in negotiations with Claudio Castagnoli. Claudio, and something else new you're going to see on the very next episode. We've got some social media clips. Claudio going back and forth with Rob Van Dam. He wants a shot at the title. Does Claudio enter the lethal lottery, potentially get injured? I'm not sure if we'd have his title on the line or not. That's part of the ongoing negotiation. So, he may not get in the lethal lottery. I'm assuming Rob Van Dam doesn't want to get in the lethal lottery. Some wrestlers, unfortunately, like Bo Dallas, he's not going to be eligible. There's going to be 8 top-notch professional athletes. And that means that we might have a new hire that's going to enter, make their debut in the Wheel of Dreams, the really lethal lottery. So, next card is big. Tune in. Enjoy the show.